toilet while Jack for 4 minutes. Where are the grandparents? I need you all to cover your ears. Jack.
Thanks for thanking me, John, by the way.
Yeah, sorry.
I've only been there for the last 24 hours, 40 hours. Well, I had a feeling John's speech would be hard to follow, and I was right. I couldn't follow a bloody word of that. I'd like to start by saying a quick thank you to everyone who has made today such a special occasion, but specifically the bridesmaids, the ushers, and the parents of the bride and groom. There comes a moment in every man's life when he meets that person that he truly falls in love with, his soulmate, someone that's going to look after him and be there for the rest of his life. That person for John came about 7 years ago when he met me.
It's funny because it's true.
I guess I'll just introduce myself for those that don't know me. My name is Jack, and according to John, I am the best man. Whether he still thinks that after his speech it needs to be seen. I was really flattered when John asked me to be his best man. I was also very, very pissed. But I've actually flown in from Australia to be here today. So let's face it, I'm only here for the free bar. What free bar? In all seriousness though, it is a great honour that John asked me to be his best man for today. Having known John just 7 years, it is really a true reflection of the amazing friendship that we've built in a reasonably short amount of time. The first time I met John, we were both working in a call centre in Brighton. It was pretty clear straight away that we had a lot in common, especially our love for a few beers. I'll go as far as saying I used to look up to John. He was charming, independent, witty, responsible, the sort of guy that was worthy of meeting your parents, the sort of guy that would never let you down, and the sort of guy that would always leave a lasting impression. So that's until he's had too many beers, but we'll come back to that a little bit later on. I need a drink. What's quite ironic is the fact I've actually known Susan? She's quite, isn't she? A lot longer than I've known John. I actually met Susan 10 years ago when we were both working together in Greece. At the time, I was young, timid and curious. Susan at the time was young, loud and shit-faced. Susan is actually one of the funniest people that I know. She never fails to make me laugh with her quick wit and endless banter. We became great friends straight away. In fact, having been friends with Susan longer than John, I was quite disappointed when she didn't ask me to be a maid of honour for today. But I suppose the best man will have to do. In fact, can we all just have a round of applause for how stunning Susan actually looks today? I can see John sitting here, all smug, and rightly so. He's got a very beautiful, kind and caring and very patient wife in Susan.
Very patient.
And I'm overwhelmed that he's found love, happiness, and not to mention somebody's given him a good kick up the backside that he's always needed. I honestly couldn't think of a better person for John to marry and spend the rest of his life with. In fact, you can all call me the next Paddy McGuinness if you like, because I can safely say I'm the one responsible for bringing these two together, even after a rocky start. I'd even go as far as saying that Susan and John hated each other to begin with. I'm pretty sure that I can remember word for word Susan's opinion on John after meeting him the first time. She said, "Your friend John is one of the most rudest and most irresponsible people I've ever met in my life, and I've got no idea why you're friends with him." Funnily enough though, Susan's opinion on Jon came from their first encounter on New Year's Eve in 2010. This was the night when Susan was in fact the irresponsible one, when she managed to lose Jon's apartment keys during a night out. This resulted in Jon being locked out of not only his own apartment, but his friend's apartment as well, in nothing but a pair of pants and 2 very expensive locksmith bills. Jon was absolutely furious, and their opinions on each other were mutual. Luckily though for us, 6 months later, they put their differences aside, and here we are today, 4 years on. I personally put it down to the alcohol. Jon, you probably put it down to your charm. You ready for this, Jon? Until Jon met Susan, he's never really had much luck with the ladies. In fact, I remember a time when Jon and I were invited to a friend's 18th birthday party. We were both 24, 25 at the time, mate. So you could say we're the most mature guests attending that evening. Or at least that's how it should have been. As usual, the beers were flowing and both of us were a little bit tipsy when we arrived. However, no one could have predicted what happened next. I look across the room and there is Jon attempting to chat up the birthday girl's mother. Whispering sweet nothings in her ear while shaking his hips on the dance floor. Safe to say the girl's birthday dad was not impressed, and before you know it, he's being dragged out the party by the scruff of his neck and told never to return. Definitely not one of your finest moments, was it? You can always tell when Jon's had too many beers, as I'm sure you've all witnessed, he becomes opinionated and can sometimes offend those around him. In fact, it's quite clear to know when Jon has offended someone when he's drunk, because his lips move. However, Jon's best trick is not his shocking chat lines or his ability to offend people. It is in fact his disappearing act that he does on every single night out. 1 minute he's standing next to the bar, the next minute he's vanished for good. I've never known anybody who prefers to wander off by themselves than stick with their mates on a night out. I remember a time when Jon left me on a night out and found that playing backgammon in a random pub with a group of old age pensioners was more entertaining than being out with me. There was another time when we went up to London for a night out, only to lose Jon in the first bar we went to. He managed to find himself in another part of the city altogether. Jon will always tell you it was me that did it. It started to become very clear that we had a serious problem when we had to introduce Jon Watch. This is where we used to take it in turns to watch Jon on a night out. All was going very well until one fateful day at a Fatboy Slim concert in Brighton. This time turned out to be the worst one yet. I mentioned previously that Jon was the kind of guy you could introduce your parents, and the kind of guy that would never let you down, and the sort of guy that would always leave a lasting impression. This day turned out to be the day that my mum never looked at Jon the same way ever again. She found him wandering around the garden at about 3 a.m. with his pants around his ankles, taking what can only be described as a number 2 on the garden lawn. Safe to say my mum was not impressed, but she did say that her daffodils had never looked so good.
Oh my God.
I can stand here all day and I can tell you more stories about Jon and his emotionalness. But this is a wedding, we all want to get drunk, don't we, and have a good time and eat some food. But one thing I will say is, all jokes aside, Jon is actually one of the nicest, kindest and most genuine people I've ever met. And I'm very thankful for all the good times I've had over the years. I'm very proud to call you my best friend and watch you get married to the love of your life today. Marriage is not about finding a person that you can live with, it's about finding a person that you can't live without. And in Susan, Jon has definitely found that person. You're done. After becoming such great friends with you both separately, I couldn't be happier or more proud to watch you both become such a perfect couple. You are literally made for each other. This is just the beginning for you both, and it's an honour to be part of your special day. I think you're both amazing. All that remains for me to do now is ask you all to stand up, please. Raise your glasses. And wish Mr. and Mrs. Horton a very happy and long life together. Ladies and gentlemen, the bride and groom. Bride and groom! That's it.
Well done, Jack.
Well done, mate. You told me
11 minutes. I've got time for 7.
we're going to stop it now. You're right after editing
Brilliant.
it.
Well done, Jack.
Stop. Thank you.
That was brilliant.
Press that bit save because it won't let stop. Yes, please.
That was amazing. Better than what you made it out, honestly.
Fantastic, wasn't it? Jack, shake my hand, mate. Fantastic. I'm really glad you told me about him pooing in the garden.
Quiet.
I didn't even read the start of it. I thought you just thought you were natural then.
Was I looking down?
That was amazing.
Was I looking down or not?
No, you were fine, mate. It's all good, but you can't stop your video now.
Jon, if I can't pause, I can't stop it. So if I just press that button on the side and save it. Do you know? It went, my phone's fucked.
I was videoing his speech and it went
If I
stop
press that
now.
button on the side, will it save?
What is it? Is it
iPhone.
saved?